Hello, this is Dylan here, and before I start this Cinar video, Cinar logo history, you may have noticed this exclamation logo at the beginning, and the good news is it has came back, but I'm not going to change the account name. Anyway, we're going to talk about Cinar logo history. I forgot to do it in April the 14th. I was about to celebrate the Cinar founder's death, but I don't think so. So I'm now going to do it in this date. So today I'm going to show you Cinar logo history. Here we go. I forgot to say in this video, this is just a reminder. Please note bad grammar alerts. I may say words wrong. Anyway, enjoy. Cinar was founded in 1976. Cinar, while people pronounce it as Cinar, was originally a film distribution company which distributed international foreign films from the 1970s to the early 1980s from the offices in New York City. The company was owned by the married couple Ronald Weinberg and Melvin Carist. In 1984, things were changing for Cinar as a couple moved the company to Montreal, Quebec, and began to focus on children's TV programming. Between 1985 and 2004, Cinar produced a number of successful shows such as Arthur, Caillou, Are You Afraid of the Dark?, The Adventures of David the Gnome, The Busy World of Richard Scarry, and Zubumafu, along others. However, in 2000, the founders of Cinar invested over $100 million into Bahamian banks without any approval from the board, causing many channels, including a major drop in its stock value and costly lawsuits. When the sanction was happening, Wengen and Current's popularity dropped heavily. As a result, the founders decided to resign. In March 2004, the company was bought out by Michael Huss, and the company was renamed and rebranded as Cookie Jar Entertainment. So I was being pathetic. Now an in-name only unit of DHX Media. On April 14, 2004, Clarence died after confidence from plastic surgery. But anyway, now it's time for the logo history. Here we are. This logo is from 1985, and this logo is really nice and relaxing. Unfortunately, there is no description for it, so now I'm just going to show you the variety. Is there availability for this logo? Is the first Cinar logo available or not? Let's have a look. Wow, it might be hard to find this first logo, but it is last seen in the US when Boomerang reran Young Robin Hood. Can be seen on Cinar shows of the period on VHS releases by Golden Book Video, such as Madeline. The musical variant can be found on Just for Kids video release of John the Fearless, and was found on reruns of Maya the Bee on Canada's YTV during the 1990s. The variant of A Bunch of Munson is preserved on VHS tapes of the series from both Golden Book Video and Sony Wonder. The still version seen intact on the pre-season 5 episodes of Amazon intact print has this replaced by the next logo. On DVD from Nickelodeon of Are You Afraid of the Dark, followed by the Nickelodeon logo, while the animated production variant was seen on the US/Canadian release of the World of David the Gnome, which is intact on the US DVD release. So anyway, let's move to the second logo now. On a primitive computerized dark blue background, usually looking like stone or rock, a balloon line draws in, revealing many bright blue 3D bars interlocking with each other. The bars rotate up and zoom out, revealing the text Cinar. Glittering with stars, the word Cinar is a thick handful of segmented lines with the letter I, dotted red, and the letters N, A, and R connected each other. Wow, this 1985 logo is really nice, beautiful music. And by the way, let's go to the YRT, or people say it's known as the availability. Let's go. Is there availability for this logo? Is this second logo available or not? Let's have a look. Nah, it's the same. Where? Actually, it's just the same as the first logo, so I guess we have to go to the third logo. It's just the same as the first logo, just the same description. So let's move on. On a space background, a long white flash zooms out from the bottom of the screen and comes to the middle, forming a redesigned Cinar logo that flashes once. Most of the differences are subtle, but the most obvious is that the letters N, A, and R are separate. The logo flashes and the disclaimer, Cinar is a registered trademark of Cinar Corporation, appears below. This Cinar 1993 logo is really nice CGI, one of the most relaxing music ever, and it's also one of the favourites to many of people. And it's the best CGI to the last logo's faults, which makes it better. Sometimes there are different versions of variants out of Cinar. Sometimes the logo is pointless, the cause mostly on the musical variant. Most of the time the variant is used in different forms like Caillou and Arthur on French dubs of their shows, and they sometimes show like French language, but I can't really read that because I don't really understand that. Then a still version of this logo exists on Are You Afraid of the Dark, Whimsy's House, and Zumathu. Another still version with a above and production below was seen on the second season of Are You Afraid of the Dark. A filmed version exists where the red dot on the eye fades and the rest proceeds normally, except he has a different flash. A version with a URL under it exists. An in-credit variant appears on sunshine such as Simon and Land of chalk drawings. Some shows, movies such as Mondo the Vampire, would have the logo shortened to just the flash. The colour of the dot may dot may vary from the light red to orange depending on the quality. Anyway, who's the availability now? Let's go. Is there availability for this logo? Is this FUD logo available or not? Let's have a look. It was very common years ago, but nowadays it is now rare. It survives on pre-2004 Arthur episodes on both DVD and VHS, and pre-Cookie Jar DVD and VHS releases from both Sony Wonder and PBS Home Video of Caillou. But this TV and other current prints of Cinar shows plaster it with the Cookie Jar logo. This TV's prints of former Cinar shows plastered with the Cookie Jar logo. Re-airings of The Busy World of Richard Scarry on this TV kept the Paramount logo but replaced with a Cinar presentation. In the credit logo with the Cookie Jar presentation, though it retained on some older DVDs and VHS releases of the show, the longer version can be seen on the BWE Video VHS of The Whole Moon, the Avalanche Home Entertainment VHS of Sally Marshall is not an alien, and also New Zealand film Bonjour Tiffany. It could be possible that this logo can be found on the 2000 series The Upstairs Downstairs Bears. But Smile of a Child's airings of this show said the show cut all of the show's logos out. The logo currently intact on Are You Afraid of the Dark and the Mystery Files of Shibiru reruns on the Splat, and 2000 to 2002 the episodes of Caillou on the PBS Kids video app. In Canada, this is also intact on pre-2000 episodes of Caillou on Treehouse. So let's move on to the fourth logo. Well, I used to remember those called Mona the Vampire, like here. And there's that Cinar logo. And this one. And that one. 3 of them have Cinar logos, especially the prints, and those are actually... We used to watch them when we were little, and we used to watch the Cinar logo, but I only remember it once at Arthur. So we were lucky we got those DVDs before they were rare. But anyway, let's move on to the fourth logo. We zoom to a dimly illuminated film strip laid on the brown ground, and then on the Cinar logo jumps onto the ground. We slowly zoom onto the logo as the same byline from the previous logo appears below. That 1999 logo is pretty cool, but it does creep me out a bit, but not much. It's just none to me. It just sounds like a mysterious wizard sound, then kids laughing. But anyway, let's go to that availability or virality part now. Is there availability for this logo? Let's see if the fourth Cinar logo is available or not. Let's have a look. Ultra rare. I was guessing it was going to be rare again because I'm guessing all of the Cinar logos will be rare, but the next one it might be, I guess. But anyway, it was seen on the Sony Wonder DVD release of Caillou Volume 2 after the Sony Wonder logo, and may have been seen on the late 90s shows before it was plastered by the previous logo or a Cookie Jar logo. might be seen on VHS promos as well. But anyway, let's go to the next one. On a cloudy blue background, we see the Cinar logo in white, zooming out on a blue-green gradient oval, with the same copyright stamp and URL from the previous logo fading in. During the final season of the show Mona the Vampire, the cloudy background was replaced by a city at night, with a bat flying through the sky. The Cinar 2000, 2003 or to 2004 is fine, I guess, but people don't really like the logo. They said it's really poorly made. It looks like it's from Blender. People call it bland CGI, bland Cinar, Blanda, Sin Bland. And mostly I prefer the nickname which says Cinar in the sky. Well, if you guys hate this logo, please respect my opinion on this logo. But anyway, let's go to the priority or availability part now. Is there availability for this logo? Let's see if this last Cinar logo is available or not. Let's have a look. Extremely rare. I was gonna guess it was rare again, so I guess all of the Cinar logos are all rare. But anyway, let's talk for this last logo now. After Michael Hush acquired Cinar because of their 1999 scandal, as well as their debuts and losing worth, in 2004, Cinar became kaput. Nowadays, this logo is near impossible to find due to Cookie Jar plastering this logo. It was seen on the last season of Mona the Vampire and the revival of Simon in the Land of Chalk Drawings. Even though the print logo was introduced in 2000, it never appeared on shows like Arthur, Caillou, except for the original 2003 release of Caillou's holiday movie, or even Zubumafu. As those shows carried on with the second logo, even when the logo began its official run in 2003, this TV print of Mona the Vampire plastered this logo with Cookie Jar. But this is still intact on the said show when it airs on BBC Kids in Canada. The original variant can be seen on the Sony Wonder and Warner Home Video releases of Caillou's holiday movie and its French counterpart, launching these Fenties, Unfilm and Caillou. Anyway, I think this is the end of Cinar. Now let's move on to Cookie Jar Entertainment, where it's folded to. Then in 2004, yes, believe it or not, Cinar and Cookie Jar Entertainment are one and the same company. For those of you who didn't know Cinar, Of course, with this change came
Cookie jar! Cookie jar!
On a black background, we see the stacked text cookie jar resting on a rounded yellow line and a lid on top with the byline reading, "Cookie jar is a trademark of Cookie Jar Entertainment." Suddenly, the lid flies off and two bright lights emerge out of the jar. The lid then falls back down, tilted. Cookie Jar is a fine logo, but I do get annoyed by when they plaster old logos including Cinar and Deek Entertainment. But yeah, nothing's wrong. But the one that I prefer about Cookie Jar is the original right here. Is there availability for this logo? Let's see if the Cookie Jar Entertainment logo is available or not. Let's have a look. Very common. In fact, the reason why it's very common is that they plastered old logos including Cinar and Deek, which makes the logos rare and making Cookie Jar very common, which makes people really annoyed, same as the Sony Pictures television. Anyway, let's continue this now before this video ends. It appears on episodes of Arthur, the Doodlebops, Johnny Test, and the 2005 version of Gerald McBoing Boing. It was also plastered over any Deek and Cinar logo used on shows produced from said companies. Recent TV airings of The Busy World of Richard Scully went as far to replace a Cinar presentation on in-credit logo with a Cookie Jar presentation, with the Paramount Communications byline or the Byless 1995 Paramount logo preceding it. End Circle's DVD releases of Cookie Jar's archive programming have the jingle version followed by the End Circle logo, while this TV broadcasts of their archive programs, many of which had not been seen in the US beforehand, under the title "This is for Kids" or for E/I shows. Cookie Jar Toons had the logo plastered over any Cinar Deek logos, with the exception of some episode of Inspector Gadget, which uses a 2001-2002 Fox Family Fox Kids International print, with the second Kid in Bed, the Saban International logo and the Fox Kids logo, at least until 2013, when the block was dropped. It's also seen on Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century on Kubo, with the kids saying "Cookie Jar" plastering the Deek logo. I guess that's it with this video. Thanks for watching. If you want to find some more all about more logos, about new and old ones, please go on CLG Wiki. Here's the site and here's the live stream. And here's me looking at Cinar and Cookie Jar Entertainment. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Enjoy. Goodbye. Coming up next in the episode 2 is Deek Entertainment.
Deek!